Alright guys, in this video here I would like to talk about how should I title this video. This video, let me see, there are no foreigners in my, let's say you want to learn, there's a certain foreign language you want to learn, but you can't find those people. Wolof, let's take Wolof for example, okay? You want to learn Wolof, but there aren't any native speakers of Wolof in your city, wherever you're living, okay? Some people may say that it's more rich to speak with someone one-on-one, which I agree. It's great to actually speak with someone in person in that foreign language. I think it's the best thing. It's good, but that doesn't mean that you necessarily have to have those people in your city. Okay, if you want to learn a language like Wolof, you can. It's possible to learn any language. Actually, it's impossible. I mean, I was about to say it's impossible. It's possible to learn any language. It's possible to learn any language on your own, even if you don't have a native speaker in that language in your town. You know, and I've showed you, I proved you guys that in a lot of the languages that I'm studying now. And if you I think as long as you have places online, the internet is so useful. The internet, it's amazing how technology has become. Because if you know the internet, if it wasn't, be honest with you, if it wasn't for the internet, man, a lot of language I know, I don't even think I would be on the levels I'm on now if it weren't for the internet. Because I met so many people, and I was able to practice my languages online, and it's a wonderful opportunity to practice languages. So those of you who lose hope, you guys lose hope, say, well, there is no need for me to use this language or learn this language because I don't have these people in my city. I mean, you don't need them in your city. If you can find a language community, let's say Wolof, if you can find a chat room where a lot of native or whoever learning Wolof speakers, that's great. That's the first step. You find a community where a lot of Wolof speakers hang out at. You find adequate resources and find some music or movies or whatever to watch in that language. If you can find all that stuff on the internet, that's all you need. I'm telling you, because languages like Hmong, I was able to produce. Actually, yeah. Like I'm able to produce words and sentences. I'm able to speak with Hmong people. You see, I'm able to produce actual words and sentences in Hmong with Hmong. I'm not perfect in Hmong. I'm not a native speaker's level, but I'm able to speak this language conversely with native speakers, and I have no Hmong friends here in Columbus, Ohio, and I don't meet Hmong people. I don't meet Hmong people, and I don't have any Hmong friends here in Columbus, Ohio. But online, all I do is go to chat rooms and forums. That's it, and I don't voice chat. That's one thing I don't do often is voice chat. Voice chat, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I don't really use voice chat for any of my languages. I just never do. It feels kind of strange to me. Like it doesn't feel natural. Like it's not the same as speaking to someone face to face. That's why I rarely use this voice chat. I mainly just type in the language. I mainly type. And some of you may say, well, how do you know if you're saying things right, or how would you understand? I mean, if you're listening to audio, making video, like doing stuff like that, making videos on YouTube and listening to audio, I mean, it's possible. Like Vietnamese is another one. I don't have any Vietnamese friends here in Columbus, Ohio, but I'm able to produce words in Vietnamese. And when Vietnamese talk to me, I can understand them. And the only reason why I can understand them, it's not because I meet them all the time in the city, is because like I was using I use TeacherSelf to learn Vietnamese, and I listen to the audio over and over and over, and I go to chat rooms. So it's like once you do that over and over, it doesn't matter. Like when you meet someone in person, it's like, oh, they just said this, because I can't really explain it. It's deep. Like even if, let's say that they said something that you never heard before, but you've seen the words that you're using in a chat room, you will understand them right away. At least that happens with me, you see. So it's like you don't really need to meet these native speakers face to face in your city. You don't need that. So there is still hope if you don't have native speakers in your city. As long as you have, as long as you can find a community online where these people hang out at, you have some adequate resources, and the resources and people online, if you have that stuff, that's it. That's all you need. That's pretty much it. You don't really have to meet these people in person. I mean, it's great to meet them in person, but like it doesn't mean that, you know, if it doesn't mean that it's over and there's no hope to learn this language. So yeah, and I showed you, like I said, I showed you guys with Hmong languages like Hmong, Vietnamese, Turkish, what other languages? A lot of these languages that I know, I don't have people in the city to practice with. I don't. And I don't have, A, I don't have the people in the city to practice with, and B, I'm so busy I don't have time to go around looking for people. I just kind of bump into them randomly. If I bump into them randomly, then that's an opportunity. That's, you know, that's an opportunity for me to practice the language. But I normally use the internet to practice all of my languages. You see, now if I didn't have internet, I would have to get out here, you know, I would have to really get out there and try to search for these people to practice. Now languages like Chinese is a little different. I started learning Chinese. It was a combination of chat rooms, and mainly when I started learning Chinese, I think I was meeting more people. I was meeting more people for Chinese. But then later on I started going to the chat rooms. I learned a lot more going to those chat rooms. So chat rooms, forums, that stuff helps me out all the time. It's a very, very good resource. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video because there are people saying that they don't believe it's possible to learn languages without having these people in your city, when that's not true. Even if, you know, if I'm over on an island somewhere and I want to learn Chinese and there are no Chinese people or whatever language, I'm going to be able to learn language because I know how to go about learning. B, I will know where to find resources, and C, the people. So if you can find the people online and all that stuff, that's it. You're all good to go. Just, you know, get in the camp. You know, you guys know what to do. You know, there's no need for me to say it again about camp, boot camp. Just do that, and then you just find the people and use everything you learn. So yeah, there's hope if you don't have these people in your city. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video and talk about that, and let me know what you guys think. I want to know, all of you guys, the languages you're studying, do you meet these people on a daily basis? Do you talk to these people? Let's say if you're learning French, do you actually, like, you're studying French now, are you actually meeting people, or are you learning if you work at your job has French speaking people, or, you know, or are you just doing it independently and just doing this, going to chat rooms or whatever? Because I think it's really great when you can, you know, when you can learn a language and actually produce words, you know, produce sentences, words, anything, and have some fluent conversation with these native speakers without having friends around, and you just learning this stuff at home in your bedroom, going to chat rooms and forums. I think that's amazing if you can do that, because that's, you know, it's just a good thing. So yeah, I'm going to conclude this video now here, and like I said, I want you guys to tell me, those of you who are learning languages like how I am. You know, I learn most of my languages that way. I just kind of just use chat rooms and forums, you know, to learn them. So let me know what you guys think, and I would like to know how many of you are doing the same thing. You're learning languages, but you don't have the friends in your city. All right, I look forward to you guys' comments, and yeah, thanks for viewing the video.